Nick, who's your 3 seed?
The Clippers. Yeah. Love what they did this offseason. Love the fact that you got James Harden and Chris Paul and Kawhi all on the same roster, like 2020. That's crazy. Um, and then Zub obviously is a huge piece for them. I hope this Kawhi thing doesn't hang over their head. I hope it doesn't, but we'll see.
I hope it doesn't too, because these are all guys, I think, well, besides Kawhi, because he obviously has won championships, but for the most part, these are all guys that have paid their dues in the league and deserve championships. And I would love to see Harden get a ring, Chris Paul get a ring, even Beal get a ring for what he had to deal with Phoenix in those later years with the Wizards. Brooke Lopez is a veteran, a former champion who's going to be nice for them off the bench. That center combo is going to be nice. I think there could even be some fun times where they play together. Like against the Spurs, we're going to see those guys play together, and that's going to be fun to watch. But yeah, they're a team I cannot wait to watch for sure at the top of the West. The third seed, that's where I have the Houston Rockets. I think the injury is actually going to be more of a concern in the playoffs than the regular season. I think in the regular season, there will be times where we get to see what Reed Shepard can do with the ball, and I think he will be solid. Aaron Holiday is a steady spot-up guy that can also make plays, doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. But I do think that Amen Thompson will eventually be the one, and if that is the case in the regular season, dude, they're going to be ridiculous because they're going to be so tall. They'd probably start Tari Eason in there as well. Durant would be like the 2. It'd be ridiculous. And I mean, Durant is going to be a great fit there. He said during his media day today that he is going to sign an extension with the Rockets. And then we just mentioned the Clippers bigs and potential to play double bigs. The Rockets have Şengün, Steven Adams, and they get Clint Capella back as well with Dorian Finney-Smith, Josh Okogie. They just have a lot of guys that fit that defensive, gritty, physical mindset that Ime Udoka has brought to that team. And I think that's going to be great for them in the regular season. I don't think they're going to have any problems getting wins. In the playoffs, though, still concerns about their offense because you can let a lot of those guys still shoot the 3 ball because they didn't really address that this offseason. They have a lot of questions with the 3-point line I think will come up in the playoffs. But as far as the regular season goes, I still think they'll be one of the top teams in the West.
I also have them at 3, and same reasons. I think they'll be solid. Even though 2 is they finished second last year, right?
It'd be a slight decline.
But and I'll be honest, I would attribute that to losing Fred VanVleet. He's pretty important to that team, but I could see it like that could be just an issue come playoff time.
Yeah, for sure. Ben, who do you have as the third seed?
I have Houston at 3 too. So yeah, I agree with you guys on the Fred stuff, and Houston's a really good team once again this year. They're relevant, as we know, going into this year. They got Kevin Durant. They got a superstar there finally. The VanVleet thing, yeah, that's a bummer. But I still think they'll figure some things out and be really good. And shout out to Jackson Goglin's Houston Rockets for getting back in that contender mode finally.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. All right. So we're going to have the same top 2 teams as well. Will we have them in the same order? We'll see. 2 is where I got the Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets.
Yep.
Okay. So 2 seed across the board for the Denver Nuggets. Of course, one of the top off seasons, not because they got any big names. They got a lot of players who just fit what they're trying to do. Getting Cam Johnson for Michael Porter, getting Tim Hardaway, Bruce Brown's back, Jonas Valanciunas as the backup center, with Jokic, Gordon, Christian Brown coming off a great year, Jamal Murray. This team should be really, really good. This is arguably the deepest team that they've had in the Jokic era, so they should definitely be a threat. There's no question about it. They're going to have David Adelman as their coach from the start of the season, not with 2-3 games left in the season. So I think things are going to be a lot more organized in Denver this year. And they were still pretty good last year with all the commotion going on. And they took the team that will have as the 1 seed. They took the champion Thunder to 7 games with a pretty rocky season. So I'm excited to see what they can do with everything organized and just with great surrounding depth around Nikola Jokic.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think it's testament to their offseason and to Jokic that we all have them still at number 2, because it's hard to sustain this high level for, I think they're going on 3 or 4 years since they won the title, 3 years ago now. But they've been at this very, very high level with Jokic leading them for like 4 years, and it's hard to stay at the top of the conference for that long. But I think it goes to show that bringing in Bruce Brown and Hardaway as shooters on the perimeter, and then getting Valanciunas to give Joker his best supporting cast, that we all have them still here at number 2.
Absolutely. So that means, Ben, number 1 across the board, we have the defending champs, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are obviously keeping the same team. They won 68 games a year ago with Holmgren and Hartenstein each missing like half the season. It's the Thunder, man. They did some special things last year, and we all expect them to do the same thing kind of in the regular season.
Yeah, the Thunder, once again, they're just so loaded guys that could do all kinds of different great things. You got Shea, reigning MVP, one of the best players in the league, and J-Dub's just such a good second option scorer. He complements Shea so well. Then Chet's gonna be healthy going into this year. That's really exciting, and I hope that could keep up with Chet this year. He's really fun when he's on the floor. I think he'll take a step up offensively and just be one of the best defenders in the league. It's kind of like Wemby with defending. He's huge and could just block shots so well and make it so difficult for guys to score on him. And Hartenstein there too. It's their big body there. They're a big team, and they got great defenders who just sneak up on you, get steals as you see that will make it tough on teams. Lou Dort, Caruso, and J-Dub does that too. They're all still there. The Kings running it back, and they're going to be scary once again.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to get easier to score against that team. That's for sure. Nick, Joey, so you guys have been doing your record predictions for these teams. I'm very curious with this Thunder team. Did either of you predict that they could win 70 games this season?
No.
That's a hell of a prediction if anyone is predicting that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a great team. They're going to be a great team like they were last year. But I have them at 65-17. Not even quite as good as last year, but at least in my opinion, that's only because the rest of the Western Conference got way better. But they're still going to be such a dominant team. I'm really looking forward to seeing Nikola Topic. I hope to see a lot of him this year.
For sure. Nick, what's your record prediction for the Thunder?
It's at 62, and that's about as high. I mean, the Thunder are coming off a championship. They obviously are the favorites to win and have achieved. They've proven everything last year by winning 68 games. That's just as high as it's more of a personal thing, as high as I'm willing to put a team without seeing them take the floor at all.
Sure.
Interesting. Okay, fair enough. I would not be surprised. I'll see people. I could definitely see people projecting them to win 70 games. I don't think they will because the West is so loaded. And last year, it's kind of a similar thing with Houston going down from 2 to the 3 seed. They may not get a whole lot worse. But the West was kind of weird last season, if we're being weird, especially at the top. The Lakers get Luka midway through the season. Denver has turmoil the entire year. Clippers don't have Kawhi for half the season. The Warriors get Jimmy Butler halfway through the season. The Timberwolves were kind of a mess for the first half of the season. Everything was really unorganized for and the Thunder took full advantage, winning 68 games. But I could definitely see the thought process of, dude, J-Dub, Chet could definitely still get better. They're still young. There's no reason that after winning the championship, they still have their player development program there in Oklahoma City. They should definitely get better. Shea could even get better. And if the roster is entirely better from a team that just won 68 games, that could definitely be a 70-win team. So I could definitely see the thought process. But they're going to be getting every other team's best shot this season. So they'll be in a lot of tough battles. But it's going to be a lot of fun to watch them defend this title, to see how they go about this, to see if they have championship hangover. They end up lower than this. None of us have them finishing lower than 1. I'd be very surprised if they weren't the number 1 seed. But it'll be interesting to see if they have that hangover, or if they, continue to just wreak dominance on the entire league and cruise to the number 1 seed again. I mean, last season they finished with a 16-game lead over the Rockets in the West.